Hi guys, Aaron Left Green, the Green Psychic. Welcome to Sunday's free triple deck reading. Tonight we're choosing between matches. The unlit, the burning, or the burnt. So obviously there's a lot of psychological meaning behind the choices you make this week. But, there's other factors to take in. Is this how you're feeling at the moment? Or how you see yourself overall? Burning bright, is that a good thing, or are you wearing yourself out? Being burnt, is it a good thing? You've given everything and now, or have you been taken advantage of? The unlit match, is it a new beginning, or is it you feel like you haven't started something? So there's a lot of psychological choices behind that, which I don't normally do, but I thought it was interesting, so I went with that. Now I need to apologize. The background behind me is, if you can't tell, a green screen. I had planned to physically put up all these cards, but I wasn't able to get them printed out to my specifications by tonight, so bear with me. I'm sure the green screen is crap, but have a laugh and just enjoy. It's about the cards and the reading. So finally, before we get onto it, I just want to thank all of my new subscribers, or our new subscribers, because I'm trying to build a channel here where we can all get involved, all on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And thank you for the lovely comments. So I'm glad that we're starting to get traction and that I'm helping. Look forward to these videos. Same time on a Sunday night Australian time, I put them up. At the same time that you usually see the video drop on whatever platform you're viewing on, in February, so next month, I am planning on going live at the same time. So I'll drop the video half an hour early, and then I'm going to go live on TikTok for an hour, and YouTube for an hour, and Facebook for an hour, and see how we go. Obviously not all on the same night, different nights over the month, but yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. Here are the choices: the unlit match, the burning match, and the burnt match. Here are the timestamps for the YouTubers, and let's get into it. Hi guys, Aaron Left Green, the Green Psychic. So if you chose the unburnt match as your free reading this week, here we go. I've got the cards. I've taken a photo, they're on my phone, so that's why I'm looking down. Okay, so the first card out was the Succubus card, and it's upside down. Now this is your overall card. This is talking about kind of what's ahead for you, where your head's at, which is really good. It kind of goes with the unburnt match. Nothing's really affecting you. You're either waiting for a new start, or you feel like there's a new beginning coming. And this is actually saying the overall card is a lack of energy sucking out of you. So this is saying that you've got the positive energy. The energy is coming to be able to push you on to do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, so really great card. First card out in your spread is the communication card, and it's upside down. So I feel like this is kind of saying there's going to be a lack of, obviously, communication, but a lack of support in a way, a lack of guidance, kind of. Okay, I'm starting something new. I'm feeling my way in the dark, but it doesn't really matter, because you have the strength and you have the capacity to make this brand new start, to enjoy these new changes around you in a very positive way. So it's one of those times where, you're not getting support, or there's nobody there to hold your hand, but it's okay, because you're like, you know what, I don't need that right now, I got this. And that's the ongoing theme of your reading this week. You've got this. I've got the marriage card upside down, so look, I'm not even going to go into that there's trouble in paradise. It's nothing like that. It's actually saying that you don't need a partnership at the moment. So if part of these changes is leaving a relationship, go with God. Go with God. Like, do it. If there is a relationship ending around you that it's not in your control, you're not making the choice to end that relationship, trust that it is for the better. I think by this point I'm picking up a lot of people, but there's a Sally Ann or a Sarah Michelle or something like that that I'm getting. Yeah, there's a Sarah or something that I'm getting directly, that this is really relating to you. It's kind of like you're at wit's end, and the relationship may be breaking down, but at this point you're like, you know what, good, I'm over this. And that's a message for everybody watching that has chosen this. Go with that sort of, if there is a relationship dying, whether it be a job, that you're losing your job, or you're breaking up with your partner or something, just I feel like you've gone through enough, and it's just, you feel it in yourself that it's time to give it up. Go with that gut feeling, okay? If you're still struggling against that breakup, I'm telling you now, it's gonna break up. So I think you've already done everything you can possibly do, so it's kind of embrace a change. Yep, great, brand new start right ahead of you. And there is a brand new start. There's something that's about to pop up. I've got the Older Woman card next, and she symbolizes reflection, looking around ourselves, at your choices, where your head's at, what are your options, what do you want to do, and it's kind of like you're not having to make any decisions right now, but it is a good time to stop and check yourself. Okay, so yeah, definitely have a look around. Are your motivations over stuff? Like, sometimes when there's a relationship breakdown, we're so adamant to fight for it just because that's what we think we're supposed to do, or we've invested so much time and money in this that you just don't want to throw it away. Okay, so that's where the reflection of, look at your motivations, because if that's why you want to hold on to the relationship rather than the relationship itself, then it's kind of time to take a step back, and you've got to mourn. It feels like if you're in that situation, you've already mourned the loss of the relationship. It's time to mourn the financial losses and the loss of time and all of that. You still need to mourn those things as well. Okay, so have a good look around to make sure your motivations are what you're coming from a good place. The Elderly card is next. Now this is it's kind of saying, again, while you're looking around, look at your long-term future. Is where you are right now where you want to end up being retired later on down the track? Are you happy? Are you doing everything you want to? Are you living your to your fullest capacity? This is kind of like, even if you don't know, even if you're not where you want to go, especially if you're not where you want to go right now, start heading in that direction. Do take one step in that direction, okay, to tell yourself and the universe that that's where you want to go. Don't stress about, oh, I'm never going to get there, it's so far away, your end goal. Don't do that to yourself. You get to your goal by taking one step at a time. So it is very important that if you are looking for if you want another job, jump on the internet and actually jump on Seek and look at what's out there. You don't have to apply, you don't have to do any of that just yet, but open yourself up to that. What is out there? And that can be scary. If you don't want to do that, get your resume together. You know, there's options where you can take a step in the right direction. All right. Now I've got the Children card here, and it's upside down. So I do feel like that the Children card is about innocence, and I do feel like that there's you've been, I was going to say corrupted, but I feel like you're in this state because you've been used or abused or taken advantage of, or you've put too much into something and not got anything out of it. And sometimes that happens, like we put so much into a friendship and our friend just doesn't give us that 50% partnership, 50-50. Our friend doesn't give that back. Sometimes it's unintentional because they've got their own stuff going on. Sometimes it's that they don't care. And I feel like you've been surrounded by the don't care category, whether it be friendship, partnership, whatever the relationship, including work. So I want to say to you, yes, I feel like saying you are in the right, they are in the wrong, but you already know this. But there's no jumping up and down about it. There's no point jumping up and down about it, because you need to move forward. You need to move on, like I do. Okay, so with the reading. The last card you've got is the Negative Energy card upside down. So this is good. Although the Innocent card being upside down is showing that there's been underhanded tactics around you, I also do have the feeling that there's some stuff there that you probably didn't do right, that you might be ashamed of, or like a regret saying that or doing that. Fine, we all have that. So don't even beat yourself up about it. accept it and just move forward knowing that you're not going to do that again. Like, you know, reserve to that. The negative energy card upside down is saying that there is no more negative energy around you. I feel like everything's come to an end. It's a fresh start ahead of you, and you're going to go in with a lot of positivity and confidence, and that's going to be matched by the people around you that come in. They're going to be very positive around you. You've learnt the hard way who to trust, who not to trust, when to open your mouth, when not to open your mouth, when to keep a secret, when not to. All of that crap you've learned. So going into a new beginning, a fresh start, you're going to have all that positive, all those positive techniques and strengthening mechanisms at your disposal. So take that with you and leave the baggage behind. Now, I don't actually feel like you have baggage, which is unusual. Sure, there's always going to be pain and regret and all that crap, but I don't feel like you're taking it with you. What I'm saying is, you know, you break up with one person because they cheated on you, you start dating somebody else and accuse them of cheating on you for no reason, because you've got that baggage and that hurt from the last person. Or you come out of that relationship and go, that guy was a dick, or that woman was a bitch for cheating on me, but not everybody is going to be like that. And then you healthily start a new relationship and judge that person on, you know, whether they go around flirting. You still see red flags. If they appear, then you know what you're looking for. If they don't, you've got a healthy relationship. And that's the difference between taking baggage with you and not. So if you're taking baggage with you, it's because you're not processing what's happened, you're not accepting it and going through that. But I feel like you guys are all past that, which is why you're going to have a positive outcome and a positive future just ahead of you. So it's actually very exciting. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or on any of the social media platforms. Facebook's probably the easiest. Otherwise, I hope you have a good week. And again, I apologize for the green screen. There's a fine green mist over everything in my room right now because I use spray paint. Probably not the smartest idea. See you guys. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Okay, so if you chose the burning match, this is your reading. I really wish I could sing because I'd be like, the world is on fire, or the girl is on fire. This is why I don't sing. I don't even know the lyrics. Okay, so your overall card for your reading this week, which is on my phone because I don't have a table in front of me, is the Life Lesson card. Okay. Right now, I feel like the fact that you chose the burning candle is that there's a lot going on. And it's kind of reflected in this card. The Life Lesson card is you're learning big lessons. And sometimes that can be a really hard thing. But these are big lessons as far as you're going to take these lessons with you for the rest of your life. Now, if you fail to learn these lessons, those that don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So you've got to make the right choices here. You learn these lessons by making the right choices, listening to your gut and following it through. That's how you jump the hurdle. Knowing what to do and not doing it is hitting a hurdle. Okay, so that's how you make those choices and move forward. Now look, the first card out unfortunately is sadness and heartbreak. So I do feel like that there's a little bit of a loss here. Just keep in mind that this is only a small, short reading for everybody. This isn't a full-blown, this is what's going on in the next 6 months, okay? If you do want a reading, you can contact me, of course. But the sadness here is, it's only a little one, so don't get freaked out. But there is a bit of a disappointment. I do feel like, again, something coming to an ending, something being taken away, and there are going to be a few tears. I do feel that. I'm sorry, guys. No avoiding that, because, again, that could actually be one of your lessons in life that you are needing to learn right now. The next card over is the Autumn card. Again, it's talking about endings, but I'm still getting a Sally Mae or a Sarah Michelle or look, I am getting the feeling that this isn't for everybody, obviously, but these endings and this sadness, I am feeling like there is going to be a death, maybe a couple of deaths. around different people. Okay, I do need to say that because, you know, they're telling me, so you need to be aware. So if there is, these aren't gonna, I don't think that these are going to be surprise. So if there is anybody around you that you feel like their time is running out, be mindful of that. Okay. Look, I'm not ruling out surprise car accident or something like that, but it's not for you, it's around you, and it's not for everybody. Okay. But the autumn leaf for everybody else is talking about an ending. It could be the ending of a friendship, but it's something that's gradually closing. It's not a bang. It's like bang, it's over. It's not like that. It's kind of like you may have seen the writing on the wall, or you may have been given advanced notice, but there is an ending here. The positive thing here is the white feather on this card actually symbolizes the universe and the angels watching over you guys, over everybody. And the book there is still open, so it's like, just because there's an ending, it doesn't mean the end of reality. It's just the ending of one stage of your life. So there is the book to write the rest of your life in, like begin again, new chapter. The next card over is the emotion card. So look, emotions are going to be high, and they're not just going to be high as in angry high or upset high. They're also going to be happy high, and I feel like manic is the word to use this week. You guys are going to have the rainbow of emotions going on, but it's like you're running at 110% for the whole week, you know. So there's no real advice I can give to you in that state, because we're not thinking clearly. So even if I gave you the perfect advice, while you're going through that, you're not going to be thinking back to the advice that somebody has given you. You're going to be living in the moment. So all I'm going to say is be careful, and be aware of your emotions and how you're feeling. If you're feeling really angry and whatever, and the phone rings, maybe don't answer it, or maybe answer it with knowing that you're angry and going, hello. And when somebody starts talking, look, I can't do this right now, I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind, I'll call you back later. There are ways of handling it when we're really emotional, regardless of what emotion we're feeling. Okay. Now the young man upside down is your next card. It's saying that you need a little bit of structure here, you need a little bit of a plan, because it may be exactly that you're so emotional that you need to take a step back and work out a plan of attack. I really feel like that there's somebody that's going through a war zone at them, like it might be a divorce or a separation, but I'm seeing them, and it's like War of the Roses. You know, they're fighting, really ready to kill each other, and the anger, the frustration is actually clouding judgment. And it's like, I see this person, this woman, taking a step back and going, you know what, I need to clear my head. I need to just, because I don't like the person that they're turning me into. So there is the need for structure, need for plan. Again, watch your emotions, watch your motivations, because again, your overall card, the learning card, it tests us. And part of the test isn't just how we handle, imagine we're doing a written test, an exam, we're back in high school. It's not just the grade you get on the paper, but it's how you treat people leading up to that. Oh, I'm so stressed out, go away, you know, that's part of the test as well. It's not just about the grade. So keep that in mind with whatever you're going through. It's part of how we deal with it. Now the next card over is the Spirit Energy card, and it's upside down. So I put this card in my deck of cards to symbolize spirits around us when it's a one-on-one reading. When I'm doing these readings for a multitude of people, I feel that it's kind of like, it's kind of saying, look, there's not a lot of good energy around you coming from other people at the moment. So there is the need to generate that yourself, that good energy yourself, like look on the bright side. If you don't have that capacity to do that at the moment, then you've just got to accept that, you know, other people are going through shit. You're just in that situation where there's not the greatest vibes around you. Like right now it's pouring down rain. So it'd be very easy to go, oh, I'm very depressed and it's raining, so it makes me feel worse. Whereas I actually love the rain. So I'm actually using that to build myself back up. So you can use what's going on around you, but again, there's not a lot of good energy. So a lot of positive energy. So try and make that energy yourself, because it's only affecting you, you know. The last card is the connection card, the best friend card. Excuse me. So saying all of that, I do feel like that there are people that you can actually reach out to. I just don't think people are in the headspace to be proactively helping you at the moment, reaching out to you. So it may be dial a friend time. And if that's the case, then go for it. You've got nothing to lose. Even if you've had a fight with a friend, haven't spoken to them for a while, none of that shit matters with real friends. So pick up that phone and call a friend if you need to, okay? I'm not saying that you're going to need to. You don't have to. But if you're like, I just want somebody to talk to, call a friend. Now, if you don't have friends, if you don't have people that you can actually talk to, support networks. If it's something serious, there's obviously Lifeline and True, Beyond Blue, all those places. If it's just a general conversation or whatever, look, there's always somebody there to listen, okay? Part of what I do is actually life coaching. So if you are really stranded, book in a call with me, and we can talk it through. And you get the added side of there might be some psychic stuff in there. But I do the life coaching and help people out with this because there are more people out there in that situation than you know. Okay? Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you do want a full reading or if you want a life coaching call, by all means you can contact me at theggreenpsychic@gmail.com or on any of the social medias. Facebook is probably the best one, through Messenger. Again, I want to apologize for the green screen. I really have no clue how badly it's turned out. I'm actually kind of pooping myself, but it is what it is. Okay, well, I'll see you next Sunday. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. I want to apologize. My makeshift green screen this week is actually falling apart. So last reading, let's get into it before it completely falls down. Okay, so unfortunately guys, if you chose the burnt matchstick, you're at the right reading, and I'm really sorry, but your overall card is the separation card. So it is saying ending, final, it's done. So just like the match that you chose has burnt out, so has some part of your life. It could be work, it could be a relationship, a friendship. It could just be your a part of your inner self that's like, that's it, I'm going to, I just can't take any more phone calls from charities. I'm going to disband, I'm going to stop supporting charities altogether. Whatever it is, you're done. Now, I feel like it might just be with one thing that you've actually ended or has ended around you, whether it was in your control or not. So whether you broke up with your partner or your partner broke up with you, doesn't really matter. The separation is now part of you, and I feel like you're going to take advantage of this to like spring clean your life. So your relationship may have ended and you're like, well, you know what, that's done. I don't need to live in this area anymore, I'm gonna move. There could be something else where you're ending where you're living, or you're ending your hair, or you get a haircut or something like that. But there is separation from who you were a couple of weeks ago to who you are now. And I feel like you're taking that with you, so there are going to be more changes that you make. Now, the first card is the balance card, which I'm so happy to see after the separation. The balance card is mind, body, and spirit. It's us being in the right head frame, being on the right track, and being in control and confident. So whether you really feel confident or in control at the moment, you probably don't, but I'm telling you that you actually are. Billy! My Bubba has a rush, my fur baby. So I am telling you that you are in the right mind frame right now to be thinking clearly, even if you don't feel yourself, even if you don't feel it, even if you don't trust yourself, trust me, because you are. Now, I've got the authority card here, and it's upside down, which is really good because it is the danger card. It is, okay, there's a separation, there's going to be fallout from that. No. Okay? When we have a loss, regardless of how big or small or what it is, it's very normal for us to freak out and think, okay, there's danger, there's, this is going to continue, this is going to impact every aspect of my life. Look, it could affect every aspect of your life, but this is like, it's not in any big way, it's not in a dangerous way, you're going to be totally fine. Okay. The next card over is the travel card, and it's upside down. So I do need to say to you that you need to process whatever this change is, whatever these changes are that you're making, this separation. You need to process it in your mind. You can't just run away from the problem and pretend it never happened or it didn't exist. Okay. So the travel card upside down. The travel card does talk about movement as in growth and moving away from a problem. So that is a big thing that you need to do, is process what's happened before you move on. So don't just, they say if there's a death, you don't move house, you don't cut your hair, and I mentioned all those things because you can obviously do those things as long as it's not to run away from the problem of somebody has passed. If you genuinely are in that headspace of, I've broken up with this person, I want to change my look, I want to feel, go for it. I say go for it. No harm comes from experimentation. Hi guys. No. So yeah, look, the other thing is, if you are planning on actually traveling at the moment, I would put it off. Don't go away on a holiday just because all of this happened. I'm not saying that you won't have a good holiday, but I do feel like that there might be backlash of it. It could be that you run up your credit card bill and have to pay that off, or that you bump into somebody you really like while you're away on holidays, and it's just not time. You're just not ready for that yet, or there's just too many ifs or buts with travel at the moment. So try to avoid it if you can. Take care of the home front before you move and go for a holiday. The older man card here upside down is this again is talking about processing everything that's going on. So the older man card is he's picked himself up out of the hole. He's hit rock bottom, picked himself up out of the hole, dusted himself off, and now he can walk off confidently. Now I feel that confidence there for you guys. I feel that you've got this under control, but there is still some more dusting yourself off, before you move on. So sometimes that is accepting the sadness, having a good cry and getting it off, venting, here the internet's really great for venting, but whatever you need to do to process and let go of this separation, whether it be the relationship, work, whatever, do it, because you need to. You're still in that stage. So if you're at the stage where you're like, no, I don't really need to do that, I'm telling you that there's still part of you that does need to do that. If you're like, but I don't want to cry, I'm ready to move on, there might be a few tears left in you that you need. I applaud you for wanting to move forward, great, but all I'm saying here is don't beat yourself up if in 3 days time from now you're moving forward and then suddenly it hits you again and you're on your knees crying. If that happens, don't beat yourself up. That's what I'm saying. That's why this card has come out, because there's still a little bit of work to be done. The next card is the work card upside down. So to me, I feel like that I'm getting 3 different people here. I'm getting a man, I don't know if it's James or Trevor, 2 completely different names. The girl is a Tanya, and a Rebecca. Okay, anyway, the work card here is the work is over and done with. You've done the work. There's nothing more you can do in this situation. You just need to move forward. So it's processing and moving forward. But as far as the relationship broken down, you've already got your clothes back. You've already done the work to look, I'm gonna come and get my stuff, I never want to see you again type thing. You've done all of that. So let that go off your shoulders. Understand that you have done some work and you can move forward. If there are any problems around work that are not, if work isn't the problem that we're talking about here, the separation, actually, even if it is, I feel like that you've done enough, that you've done everything that you need to do. So it is time to just concentrate on letting go of that and moving forward. I hope that makes sense. So if hypothetically you've been fired, or you've been given notice in 2 weeks, whatever, I feel like that you've already processed that. You're like, okay, it's done. I just need to focus on the future and move forward. Okay. Now, if your problem, the separation that we're going on, isn't about work itself, I'm telling you that you don't need to worry about work. So don't second guess yourself and, oh, my partner broke up with me, they said I was annoying. Well, what about the people at work? Am I going to get fired as well? Don't do that to yourself. Okay. That shows that you need to process what's going on. For somebody to break up because you're annoying, there's something wrong with them. Just saying. Okay, so the final card here that you guys have is the summer card, which is rest and relaxation. So it also, I feel like saying that there is a holiday for you at the end of the tunnel as well, because it is a holiday card, but it is rest and relaxation. So it is getting back your energy and your strength. It's kind of like laying low and letting everything recharge. I feel like that is kind of what you need to be doing, as well as moving forward, taking those steps to let go of what's happened. But you also need some some time to just sit there and get your strength back, and binge watch a TV series or read a book or do some art or something like that. But you just need to regain that energy. Okay, now again, your head is in the right place. That's what the balance card was talking about. So overall, you're in the right place, you're on the right track. It's just going to take a little bit more time and effort to get there. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenpsychic@gmail.com or on any of the social medias. Facebook's probably the best. Again, I apologize for my DIY last minute green screen. I shall take care of it by next week. Speaking of, I shall see you then.